17:05. So Arsenal's time in Singapore is over and we have less than 2 weeks to go until the Premier League begins. Here are some stories to take a look at to temper your excitement. 14:10 Crystal Palace are interested in signing midfielder Maxime Gonalons, and although his representatives have refused offers for their client so far, Roma have given permission to the Premier League club to negotiate. The Italian club have even started looking for a replacement, and that's where trouble could brew for Arsenal. The Gunners seem to have slowed their attempts of signing Steven Nzonzi due to his fee, and with interest from Roma emerging, that price seems unlikely to go down. 1300. This winning lark isn't half bad. Great goal from Holding yesterday. 12:28. The first part of pre-season is done and dusted and there's less than 2 weeks to the new season. Who pressed the claim against Atletico and PSG, and who damaged their chances? Our Arsenal correspondent Charles Watts was with the squad every step of the way in Singapore. Here are his winners and losers of the trip. Unai Emery, image, Thananu Watts Rearsant, Getty Images for ICC, 11:19. It's been a pre-season full of optimism for Arsenal, and a comprehensive victory of PSG yesterday certainly helped that. There has been a feel-good vibe out in Singapore, and it's been the perfect opportunity for the likes of Mesut Ozil to escape what has been a tough summer. There's plenty you might have missed too, from dancing, to shirt requests and the coin flip with quite the difference. Mesut Ozil celebrates with teammate Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, image, Rosalind Ramon, AFP, Getty Images, 8:54. What a way to finish the club's pre-season tour of Singapore. Arsenal were brilliant against PSG on Saturday, and Unai Emery will have a number of selection headaches ahead of the club's first league game against Man City in 2 weeks. Here are all the talking points from the 5-1 win. Read here. Alexander Lacazette, image, Thananu Watts Rearsant, Getty Images for ICC, 8:01. Chelsea are believed to be ready to move for Arsenal midfielder Aaron Ramsey. The Welshman, who will be out of contract come the end of the season, has yet to agree on a new contract at the Emirates. Given the possibility of the Gunners losing the player on a free transfer, the Daily Mail claimed the Blues are monitoring the situation and are preparing to make their move. Aaron Ramsey in action, image, Thananu Watts Rearsant, Getty Images for ICC, 7:49. Barcelona manager Ernesto Valverde has disappointed a number of Arsenal fans after issuing an update on Ousmane Dembele's future. Having failed to hit the heights following his big money move from Borussia Dortmund last summer, it appears that the French international will be remaining at the Nou Camp despite links with Arsenal. Read here to see what Valverde has had to say. Ousmane Dembele, image, Dan Mullen, Getty Images, 16:16. Unai Emery spoke to the press after Arsenal hammered PSG 5-1 in Singapore. You can read everything he had to say here. Unai Emery interviewed in Singapore, photo by Thananu Watts Rearsant, Getty Images for ICC, 15:12. Arsenal thumped PSG 5-1 in Singapore this afternoon in the International Champions Cup. This is how we rated the players. 13:38 at halftime in Singapore. It is still 1-0 to Arsenal. This is how the players have rated in the opening 45 minutes. Full story here. 12:47. You can follow our live coverage of Arsenal vs PSG in the International Champions Cup live from Singapore with Charles Watts online. Follow the game here. 12:30. Mesut Ozil has been announced as captain by Unai Emery for today's game against Paris Saint-Germain in Singapore. The former German international was one of a number of names that had been mentioned for the role during the club's tour, and Arsenal fans have been having their say on the appointment. Full story here. 12:22. Arsenal's Costa Rica international Joel Campbell has spoken out on his future. The striker is set to report for training with the Gunners on Monday after being given an extended break following his excursions at this summer's World Cup in Russia. He spent the last 2 seasons out on loan but has said that another loan move would be impossible. Full story here. Joel Campbell, image, Maha Hadid, FIFA via Getty Images, 10:21. Arsenal take on PSG today in their second International Champions Cup game of the summer today. The pre-season tournament features some of the best European sides playing against each other around the world. Find out more about it here. 10/18 New Arsenal signing Socrates Papastathopoulos has given an insight into the work being done by Unai Emery to improve Arsenal's shaky defence. Keeping goals out has long been the Achilles heel of Arsenal, with the Gunners conceding 76 goals in all competitions during Arsene Wenger's final campaign in charge. The defender claims that Arsenal's new boss has been working to improve the side's defensive work since his first day on the job. Full story here. Unai Emery talks to Socrates and Hector Bellerin. Photo by Stuart McFarlane. Arsenal FC via Getty Images. 9:39 Here's how Charles Watts thinks Arsenal will line up today. Mesut Ozil on the bench for Arsenal. Image, Lionel Inc. Getty Images. 9:36 Arsenal are believed to have shaken hands with Turkish side Besiktas over a deal for David Ospina. Signed from Nice in 2014, the Colombian international could be set to end his stay at the Emirates after 4 years following the addition of Bernd Leno from Bayer Leverkusen. Turkish publication Fanatic report that Besiktas have taken a significant step in their negotiations with the Gunners over a potential loan deal. Full story. David Ospina makes a save. 1609 The midfielder, who moved to Italy from Anderlecht in 2016, has a €25 million release clause in his current contract, although it will expire during the first week of August. However, it might not take too much more beyond that point, according to reports. Dennis Praet is challenged by Juan Cuadrado in Syria. Image, Tulio M. Puglia, Getty Images. 15:16 Just 24 hours removed from playing against Atletico Madrid, Arsenal returned to the Singapore National Stadium to train in front of fans. And, just as he has been the whole way through the tour, our Arsenal correspondent Charles Watts was on hand to get a close-up view of what was going on. Here's a look at what he saw.